Hey, what's going on, guys? Richie Fix here, back with some more information regarding the Jada Toy Street Fighter line, as Juhn did an interview with the Migos last night. Wasn't traditional form, though. So they did kind of like a quick Q&A with him towards the end of the stream, where before he kind of just went over everything. Like, the whole stream was dedicated to talking to Juhn, where he was more just like a guest going over like the new figures that were coming out from other companies, and then he allowed like a quick Q&A from people and the Migos last night. So I took down some notes, wanted to go over that with you, and then some upsetting things happened with me and the Migos last night. We'll have to get into that. Some tea, if you will. So stick around towards the end of that video, or at the end of this video, to go over that. But it looks like NYCC, it looks like there could be some more reveals there, but it was very close. I watched it like 4 times, and I couldn't tell if you said there will or won't. It was almost like a grumble. I want to say there will be, but I can't imagine what it would actually be. I don't know if there maybe are some more Player 2 exclusives. Maybe we get some additional accessories, like start seeing some accessories to go with these new figures. I'd be fine with that, to be honest. They don't have to show off any brand new figures. So let me see some of the accessories with some of these newer figures that we've got. I'd be okay with that. And then he did mention no more con exclusives for the year. So I don't know where the heck this Fei Long's, what happened to Fei Long? There was a Fei Long that was leaked way back in January for his deluxe edition. Maybe it's just not a con. Maybe it's just going to be, a next level, and they just announce it out of nowhere. But he said no more con exclusives, where I really thought Fei Long was going to be the deluxe exclusive for the New York Comic Con, but that's not the case. He said no more con exclusives for the year, so Fei Long is up in the air. Did it get canceled? Is it not coming out this year? Where's it going to fall? Nobody knows, but as of right now, it is not reported to go to New York Comic Con, so very interested there. Some other news, like I said, it was kind of all over the place. There was really no structure to this interview. It sounds like he's not going to be doing Street Fighter EX as one of the new lines coming out, so if you had any hope for that game, it sounds like Juhn hates Street Fighter EX, so that's not going to be a thing. It sounds like Cyber AKUMA could definitely be a thing, as he said that was one of the figures he was interested in making, so it's personal to him. It's probably most likely going to get made. So if you have any love or fandom towards Cyber AKUMA, it sounds like that's definitely going to be coming down the pipeline eventually. And then bonus stage sets sounds like might be a thing. He smiled when someone brought up bonus stage sets. I don't know if some of these, you can't tell if it's a smile because he's excited and knows something, or if he's just been asked the question so much that he's like, oh, this question again. But it definitely sounds like the car that everybody wants to beat up and have a thing of is not like going to be happening anytime soon. It sounds like that doesn't seem like a huge interest for him, but the stage sets definitely sound like they could be coming, so that was very interesting. And then we did find out that E-Honda was so early in development that they even haven't had a chance to decide whether they're going to do soft goods or not on him. So very interesting there. I don't know if they just stick with the plastic. To me, if I was going to guess, I would think that they just stick with the plastic mold, but I wouldn't be opposed to them switching to cloth goods. I'm not a big fan on cloth goods on my 6-inch line. Like, some I am and some I'm not. It really just kind of depends. I don't need towel-like texture on my E-Honda. So, I mean, the pliable plastic that they use with the gis on Ken and Ryu is fine for me. That I feel like that would actually probably work a little bit better, in my opinion, when using E-Honda. So I'd definitely be down for that. A lot of people have asked about animated movie figures. I guess that is not under the Capcom license. So there will be no chance of that as of right now, that they have any capabilities of making any animated Street Fighter figures. So very interesting there. I know a lot of people have actually asked about that. Someone had asked is if buying off AliExpress, or AliExpress, whatever you call it, actually hurts them in any degree. Doesn't sound like it's a huge concern for them over there, because he didn't know that, he really didn't have any idea. So apparently it wasn't a big enough issue that it's ever been brought up to him. So I don't know if you buy any of these figures off the AliExpress. They're not cheaper or anything, so I don't know why people would buy off AliExpress. Shipping is slow. You can't tell if it's a knockoff or not, and I don't know. I'm just not a big, unless it was like GUILE or getting a figure like earlier than like online retail or Target, then maybe I would take a gamble on like if they had GUILE up for sale right now. I would definitely try for that, but it's definitely more expensive. You're not getting them for super cheap or anything that I've seen, at least. And then as far as they were kind of asking what happens after they're done with the Street Fighter 2 line. Like, if it seems like a lot of people obviously have questions on where the next direction is. Will they switch to other Capcom licenses? He said there will be no break in the Street Fighter line. So there will always be Street Fighter figures dropping. Regardless whether it's Street Fighter 2 or they hop to a new game, they are never going to take a break from Street Fighter while having the Capcom license. So it's not like they would take a break from Street Fighter and do Soul Calibur or one of the other games out there. They will always have figures dropping for Street Fighter. It's their money maker. It's their nest egg. They are not stopping making Street Fighter figures or taking a break at any time while they have the license. So that was very good to hear. And then I had additional questions because Lord knows I have not earned my right yet to get an interview with Juhn on my channel. But I was in the Migos stream last night, as I always am, hanging out, you know, talking, trying to... They skipped over every one of my questions. And I thought, you know, maybe they were just answering member questions, because a lot of people are members in the Migos stream. They get a lot of gifts and gifteds and stuff like that. I switch over to my other YouTube account and ask the same questions, and they skipped over me again. They skipped, and it seemed intentional, because they were literally going down the line, and any time my question got asked, and I'll let you know what the questions were. I said, when are the figures expected to hit Target? September? ? Skipped over. And then I said, what stage are the new figures in these new, or what stage of the process were these figures, the new figures at San Diego Comic-Con? Because I wanted to see if they were like first prototypes, second prototypes, and I said, what process are they in for these figures because they have no pins? And they skipped over it again. So I don't know what I did to offend the Migos. Every time I ever use any of their content, I always shout them out. I give a link to their stream. I even encourage you to go check out their stream. I don't have to do that. All of this is fair right. I mean, that's what YouTube is. Everybody's reacting off different YouTube channels, different information, different news. Like, I thought we were all a community here. It seems like there seems to be some personal vendetta against me with them, and I don't know why, but I like I said, there were other YouTubers in there. So clearly they have other YouTubers that they answer questions for, but for me it was just, I don't know what the deal is there, but you know, I will keep pushing. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what I could have done to really initiate that kind of response and getting ignored. Because, like I said, I have questions, too, that I'd love to ask Juhn, but that just wasn't getting validated last night. So I thought that was disappointing because, like I said, I feel like I've done everything I can to, you know, make sure that they get the credit they deserve if I ever use a picture or information from the stream. And I still will. Like I said, their link to that full Q&A for Juhn is in the description below, so if you want to go check them out, but I found that extremely disappointing. So other than that, guys, that's really it. Like I said, not a ton of new information, as it wasn't like their standard format. Do I think they'll get Juhn on the channel one more time before New York Comic Con? I definitely think it will be. Like I said, there seems to be, it was just a different format last night. He was more there kind of hanging out, you know, and then doing their normal where they react to figures on Tuesday of new releases. But the one thing too, I even got scolded for so I went to their after show being a member, and I asked the question again. He's like, oh, we already answered all the questions in the mainstream. We don't do that here. I even got scolded for trying to ask it again. Well, I did try to ask the questions in the normal stream, and they just didn't get rectified. I don't know. I'm a little bitter a little salty on that, just because, like I said, I thought I did everything right to, you know, stay in good standings with everyone, not trying to cause any issues, and, you know, I guess you can't be a fan. You can't be a fan or a favorite from everyone, I guess. So, other than that, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this information. Not a lot of news. It does sound like the pre-orders, they were taking some photos of Wave 3 for online retailers here pretty quick, so you should see some Pre-orders pop up either next week or the week after, and I still think these things are going to pop up in Target very quick. Like I said, September is where I'm starting to see these things pop up. Book it. I'm calling September right now, so I hope that prediction is right. Other than that, guys, if you enjoyed, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I love you all. If you can consider that. If not, leave a like at least. That helps out. And I'll see you on the next one. Richie Figs. Later.
9, 8,